What is up, guys? Enzo here, and I actually want to talk about some anime news because it is not really big news, but I still wanted to give my thoughts on this little kind of crazy, or not really crazy, but just more surprising anime news that happened recently. And I have an article from Crunchyroll that I want to read, and I will link it below if you want to read the full article yourself. They actually have a couple more stuff on it than I will have on this video, but if you guys want to check it out, I'll link it below. The article is called Accel World Movie Surprises Theater Goers with 40-minute Recap. Movie features original story written with Reki Kawahara and new characters. On July 23rd, anime movie Accel World Infinite Burst opened in Japan for a limited theatrical run. It was hyped as an original story created with series and Sword Art Online author Reki Kawahara and featuring singer/voice actress Chinatsu Akasaki as original character Riza Tsukiori. Apparently, this didn't really set the right expectations. It turned out that about 40 minutes or half the feature was a compilation/recap of the 2012 TV anime, much to the surprise and disappointment of theatergoers reacting on social media. The original material was found to be more comparable to an OVA. Additionally, the recap didn't help make the movie more accessible, as fans who weren't up to date on the now 19-volume light novel series complained about being lost in its original material. So I actually just really wanted to talk about this because I just kind of find it baffling that they made a Accel World movie and they promoted it as an original story, but the first 40 minutes or half of the movie isn't original. It is a recap. It is a recap. The reason I really wanted to talk about this is because I like Accel World. It is an anime that I thought was super good. I think it's better than Sword Art Online. I like the characters. I like the world. I like this really cool thing that they set up. And if you haven't watched Accel World and don't like Sword Art, you might like it more than Sword Art. It is Reki Kawahara, and I think it's actually much superior than Sword Art Online. To me, the crazy thing about this is that, again, I'm someone that likes Accel World, and I want more of this series. I want more of the series because the only thing we've had of this series in anime form is the 2012 anime, as the article says. But I just find it crazy that, oh, okay, we're going to get this new movie. It's going to be more of these characters that we love in this universe that we like, and half of it is a 40-minute recap, and it isn't even good. What? Why would you do a 40-minute recap of a series? This is to me a crazy thing. If this was more promoted like Sword Art Online Extra Edition, which is something that I also watch, which is very much that, it is a recap, but it actually makes more sense because they did a recap movie with a little bit of new content at the end of the movie, because guess what? Sword Art Online 2 was going to be releasing later that year. That recap actually makes more sense to me, but there is nothing at all that makes any sense with this movie because there is not another season of Accel World that I am aware of. I like Accel World, I want more Korikihime, I want more Haru, I want all more of this universe, but why make a 40-minute recap of your movie? A recap I usually don't like recaps. I don't like recaps in anime, but to me this is actually kind of a fair thing, but not 40 minutes type of fair. It's been 4 years since the original anime, so a small recap would have actually worked. Maybe a few 5, maybe 8 minutes, 10 minutes at max, but 40 minutes, that takes half of your movie that you promoted as an original story. Why did you do that? I don't understand why they did that. I find it more baffling because I just can imagine people that are really excited to see Accel World, that are big Accel World fans, and they went to the theater expecting to watch something new, to see these characters again for the first time in 4 years in anime form, because again, not everyone follows light novels, not everyone follows the manga, so I'm pretty sure a lot of them were really excited to see these characters again on the big screen, even for a short run. They're really excited to see Accel World again in a really big way, and then they watch a 40-minute recap that wasn't even that good, which I find crazy. To me, the crazy thing was the 40-minute OVA, or not even 40-minute OVA, that is actually the other half of it. Again, some of them called it that the latter half, the other half of the movie, which is actually original, is very much comparable to an OVA. I just find it crazy where 40 minutes of just rehashing the original story, I'm just thinking, in 4 years, I'm pretty sure a lot of people could have just watched that, or I'm pretty sure a lot of people actually decided to rewatch Accel World to get themselves ready for the new movie, to catch themselves up. The fact that there is a 40-minute recap, to me, I just find crazy. And this is like, again, this is very comparable to Sword Art Online Extra Edition, because a lot of that movie was a recap. It used new footage, but it was just mainly the characters reminiscing about the stuff that happened in Season 1. But to me, actually, that actually makes more sense, though, for the reason that, again, they were prepping everybody for Sword Art Online 2. This doesn't really make any sense to me, and I just find it baffling that they did a 40-minute recap. The other thing that I just want to actually talk about this is that Accel World is an anime that is licensed over here in America, Viz Media currently owns the rights to the anime, which I actually like. I'm really happy about that because they dubbed it. I like the dubcast a freaking ton. I like Erika Kimura as Haru. I like Kira Buckland as Koruki Hime. Like, it's a really awesome dubcast, and I've seen the show, and I like it a lot. To me, this is a weird thing for me for the sole reason that I'm pretty sure Viz Media might acquire the Accel World movie because it is more Accel World. They know that more people want to see this series, so to me, it wouldn't hurt them much to, you know, acquire that. But the thing is, the reason it kind of sucks is because the first half is 40 minutes of stuff you've already seen, and it probably isn't even told that well, which is actually really funny because it is a recap, which usually I honestly think recaps are relatively dumb because if you're like something a lot, you're remembering everything or keeping track of everything as much as you can. Usually recaps I find kind of dumb, unless it's something that hasn't been mentioned in forever. But to me, the thing is with the Accel World movie is that the thing that I find really interesting about this is that the other 40 minutes, the other stuff that people did want to see, the new stuff, if hypothetically Viz Media does acquire the movie and they do dub it, because Viz Media is a company that whenever they acquire any anime, they will dub it. I just kind of find it sucky because I want to see this new stuff. I want to see more Koruki Hime. I want to see more Haru. I want to see more of this really cool universe, but I don't really want to buy or watch 40 minutes of something I already saw, or 40 minutes of something that I could watch better, because again, there is the anime that I could just buy on Blu-ray or DVD, and I could just watch that whole story in a way better fashion. I just find that kind of sucky though, because Viz Media might acquire it, they might dub it, and I really don't feel like I want to pay money for 40 minutes of something that I could see in a better version of that. And it just kind of sucks because I feel like it's locked away with this stuff that no one really cares about. I want to see more of this universe. I like Accel World a ton, and I just feel like it's kind of sucky that this happened with this movie, especially with a movie marketed as an original story by the author. That is to me really garbage, and I'm not really happy with this because again, I like Accel World. I want to see more of this universe. I just kind of hate that if hypothetically, if I want to watch this movie, I will have to watch 40 minutes of it, or I'm going to skip it, and it's not even a movie anymore, it's just an OVA, a slightly longer OVA, or if I want to hypothetically purchase it to own more Accel World, I'm going to have 40 minutes of something that I really don't want. I find that really dumb, I find that kind of sucky. I find that, like, I feel really bad for everyone that went to the movie theaters to watch Accel World, the Accel World Infinite Burst movie, and I also just find it kind of, now in retrospect, they put 7 minutes of the movie online. Like, you could go on YouTube, I think, and you could find 7 minutes of the movie. So hypothetically, you could see even less of the movie now, which is kind of crazy because they already showed 7 minutes of it. Again, if the whole movie was original content, those 7 minutes wouldn't be as much, but the fact that the actual parts that you want to see are 40 minutes, you have even less stuff that is new to you as someone that likes Accel World or is a fan of it. I'm a fan of Accel World. I think it's really awesome. I like so many things about Accel World. If you haven't seen it, I would definitely recommend it. It's super good, especially if you didn't like Sword Art Online. I just find this kind of sucky. What do you guys think about the whole 40-minute recap in the movie theaters for the Accel World movie? Like, I honestly find that really garbage. I think this is garbage for people that are fans of Accel World, because guess what? The people that were in that theater watching Accel World were probably really big Accel World fans, and they were excited to see more of it. I think that's really, really sucky. I kind of hate that this happened to them. What are you guys' thoughts on it? What are you guys' thoughts on this whole thing, the Accel World movie? Would you guys be willing to hypothetically pay to see the movie, even though you had to watch 40 minutes of stuff you already seen better? Do you think that they should just, if hypothetically Viz Media acquires it, do you think they should just cut it in half? Just release the 40 minutes as an OVA, or what do you think they should do? Tell me below in the comments. I find this just kind of really surprising that 40-minute recap. That's crazy. That's crazy. I probably would not watch 40 minutes, a 40-minute recap. That wasn't even that good to watch more Accel World. I think that's kind of sucky. But what do you guys think below? Tell me below in the comments. And see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.